Good morning, students, and Jai Hind. Today, our topic of the study will be economy. Now, the economy. In that economy, we shall study the agriculture, urbanization, and commerce. On the team, on 3 points, we shall now focus here. Understand? Here we are going to study first of all that the economy or agriculture. Our focus all and now so far we have seen that how the Islamic Empire now expanded their territorial extension or the territories up to the Oxus, understand, and right from the Nile rivers, and then after the most of the parts, Spain, uh, uh, France, certain parts of the France and the certain parts and the main Eastern Europe was completely brought under the Arabs, and they now created a threat up to the France, and still they controlled the eastern part of the Europe. Understand? Eastern part of the Europe and up to there the Caspian Sea and the Black Sea, or then after the eastern part of the Mediterranean Sea. Understand? Or Oxus rivers there. Understand? Or here we can see that on the banks of Tigris and Euphrates extended their empire up to the Tigris and the Euphrates and up to the Indus. Understand? They now expanded their empire. Understand? Now, after the conquest of these vast land, the Islamic states, understand, or Islamic states had the major concern how to make the consolidation, how to now rule over this, and how to collect the taxes, and what the behavior they should have with the peasants or the cultivators, and we have how the trade and commerce should be regulated under their empire, or how they should be the taxation, city system, and the many cities also emerged, trade and commerce emerged. Understand? Or the agriculture, since the basic source of income was the agriculture. Understand? During those medieval time, understand, agriculture is the main sources of income of the state. Its estates were the agriculture. So now we shall see that what kind of the lands were, and how the lands was managed, and lands were managed, and how and what amount and proportion of the uh, caliphs and proportion of the Islamic State now imposed the revenues upon the farmers. Understand? So now we are going to study first of all we agriculture we know a principal occupation. Now there are so many kinds of the occupation, but agriculture was a principal and settled population in the newly conquered territory. Now I have already mentioned that it is a Islamic states had made their conquest on upon the newly territories which had newly came under the control of the Islamic State, and now the Islamic states made no changes in this. Or now what happened after the making the conquest? Understand? The Islamic State did not made the any kind of the changes in the agriculture system. Understand? And first of all, land was now owned by the big and the small peasants. Big and small cultivators land was possessed by them, and moreover, and in some cases by the state, or in some cases state had its own possessions over the lands. State's land and the lands other lands were under the possessions of the cultivators, and moreover, or as far as the question in the Iran and Iraq, in this area you can see on the map, you are advised many times reminded you, I reminded you that you must have to look whenever you study again and again. You know, look the places and keep your eyes on the places. Understand, when you make your study. Understand, so that will make the very very easy understanding or the easy grasp to you. This understand, and the entire locations will be the very clear to you. Understand, if you keep always at the time of the study of the study of these lines. Understand? So now here is the in Iraq or Iran, land existed in fairly large units cultivated by the peasants. Now lands were the fairly larger units. Understand? And it was the in the larger chunks of the lands where stretch of the land were there, and the states honored collected taxes on behalf of the state. The vast states were there, and the states honor. Understand, those who possess the large tracts of the lands. But they can be called as the states honor also. Understand. So they now impose the tax. Used to collect the tax on behalf of the states, on the behalf of the Islamic State, and during the Sasanian as well as the Islamic period. During the Sasanian period, now the Sasanians dynasty now emerged in the Persia or the Iran. Understand, or the Khurasan, up to the upper part of the up to upper. If you go the upper part there, Transoxiana. So where this area were under the control of Sasanians, so those Sasanians and as well as in the Islamic State, the vast tracts of the lands were under the, and these vast states were under the control of the vast peasants, larger peasants. Understand, or larger cultivators, or we can say the larger estates owners. They impose the tax or the revenue upon the smaller peasants, upon the smaller cultivators. Understand, on behalf of the Islamic states, they collected. You can say that in other words, they used to collect the tax from the small peasants, and in area that had moved from a pastoral to the settled agriculture system. Now here there were some of the area or the lands, the kind in such kinds. Now those were at a time the pastoral area. Understand, only those areas were exclusively for the grazing and the cattle's grazing the grasses, left for the grazing the grasses for the cattle's. Understand, or the animals. So such kind of the lands used to be called as the pastoralist land. Understand. So now here, if the such kind of the lands pastoral was brought into a settled agricultural system, land was the common property of the village. So in such a kind of the area, the land was the common property of the villagers. Understand, that was there was no any system of the private possessions there. These were the commonly the all villagers commonly now cultivated and commonly distributed, and whatever the produce they had. Understand, those produced share was given away to and distributed to the farmers, villagers. Understand, among the equally divided among the villagers. So such kind of the system was under that. Finally, the big states that were abandoned by their owners. Now here is a one question of that. Big states, that's where the abandoned means the neglected by their owners after the Islamic conquest. Understand, Islamic conquest, the big and vast lands had been abandoned by the owners of the land. So what about that? Those lands? So those lands were acquired by the state those lands were acquired by the Islamic State. Understand? Or after that, yeah, and on our Islamic State, and then handed over, and those lands were which were abandoned or which were not just abandoned and not taken over by the owners. So these kinds of the lands were now handed over to mainly to the Muslim elites were given. Okay, the Muslims, the royal elites were given away. These kinds of the lands, abandoned land, were given away to the Muslim elites of the empire. Understand? Those who were the now who were used to the elites, and moreover, particularly members of the Caliph's family. Now, particularly the royal family means Caliph's family. So, okay, this kind of the lands was completely handed over to the Caliph's family. Understand? Now, whosoever their relatives and their far flung, even the relatives also given away this kind of the land. Understand? And moreover, the state had overall control of the agriculture, entire agricultural lands. State completely used to keep the control over the cultivated lands, agricultural lands, and deriving the bulk of the income and deriving the huge and bulk of the income from these kinds of the lands as a revenue once conquest were over. Now, when the conquest was completely done, understand, and the a process of the consolidations started or they began. But under this okay, so after that, the huge amount of the revenues now realized by the Islamic State. Easily they realized, and these incomes, this income was the main source of the income of the Islamic State. Understand? And now, students, revenue once conquest were over. The lands now lands conquered by the Arabs and remained in the hands of the owners were subject to the tax. One thing is that here the lands conquered by Arabs. Now Arabs made the conquest, so that remained in the hands of the owner. So those conquest lands were remained in the hands of the owners, were subjected to a tax. Okay, those land, suppose the area over the Arabs made their conquest, and the land there, understand, where, and the owners was left, understand, and left their lands was left, understand, and that owner had to pay the kharaj, pay a revenue or the tax that is called as the kharaj. Four kind of the taxes were generally used to be the taken. Understand? And it is mentioned everywhere in the Islamic study that jizya, zakat, khams, and kharaj. Understand? These were the base of the Islamic state's income. Okay. So now, students, which varied from half to the fifth. And now, what was the proportion of the collection and the rate of the revenue collection? So now here the two, one by two. The best from the best land, it was taken from by the 1 by 2. Understand? 50% of the produce was taken as a revenue, and somewhere 1/5, a fifth of the produce, 1/5 of the total production was taken as a revenue according to the conditions of the cultivation. According to the conditions of the cultivation. So that there were so many kinds of lands, and they are understand that's the lands. Some lands were the fertile, some lands were the barren, okay, or some lands were the uncultivated and the banjar, chachar, okay. There are different kind of the lands. Understand? So according to the capability of the land, according to the cultivating or fertility of the land, tax was imposed. Okay, somewhere the best lands were the kharaj, understand, or the chachar, banjar, understand. From those lands, the tax were taken after the 2 years, after the 2 or 3 years. And Banjar lands, understand, hardly any time tax was taken after the 5 years, 10 years, and even not taken, exempted from the tax. Whosoever made it the cultivable, understand, a little bit was taken as a tax. So now these were the arrangement of the Islamic states about the land taxation. Okay, and now here we can see that on the held cultivated on the land held or the cultivated by Muslim, a tax levied was 1/10 usre. On the usre, those lands were called the usre. The usre land, those lands which were possessed by the Muslims. Upon that, those lands, 1/10 of the only the 1/10 of the total produce was taken as the tax. Only 1/10 total produce of the 1/10 of the total produce was collected by the state. Understand? And those kind of the lands were called the usre land. And when non-Muslims started to convert to Islam to pay the lower tax, and then this kind of the taxation system encouraged, no doubt, those who were the non-Muslims, they had to be the pay the much. Understand? Much. That's why to come under the category of the usre land or the Muslims, Muslim portion of the land, understand, given away to the state, they now started to started to embrace the Islam. Understand? Why? For the to get the relaxation from the heavy tax. Understand? So as a result, what happened? The large scale of the non-Muslims now joined the Islam. They embraced the Islam. Understand? So as a result, what happened? The Khalifa had to now now discourage this policy of the conversion. He discouraged. Why? Because his coffers and the treasures now became now deteriorated. Income of the treasures declined because of this. Because large scale the populations began to come under the Muslims category and only have to pay the 1/10 of the produce. So this no doubt the coffers fallen the income of the state. So as a result, what happened? Understand? Now the Khalifa further discouraged the policy of the conversion into the Islam. Understand? So now here, here we can say now when non-Muslims started to convert to the Islam to pay the low taxes, this reduced the income of the state. No doubt, this reduced the income of the state. And to address the shortfall, the caliphs first discouraged the conversion. The caliphs now started discouraging the conversion to raise the income of the state. Understand? So now, our strict taxation, uniform taxation, or later discouraged and later adopted a uniform policy of taxation. So later on, the taxation system was made the uniform, means the equally imposed upon the non-Muslims and the Muslims. Equal proportion of the land taxations began to be taken, whether the Muslims or non-Muslim. Okay. Further, students, we have to see that from the 10th century onwards, we shall see that the states authorized its official to claim their salaries from the agricultural revenues from territories called the ICTA, revenue assignments. ICTA was the lands which had been assigned to the officials and to the military officers and the other officials, civil officials. Why? Understand? ICTA was now there are so many definition about the ICTAs, but one thing is that a newly conquest area, understand, which had been given away to the generals and to the commanders who had now made the conquest over that land. Understand? And from the income of that land, from the ICTA, those kinds of the land called as the Ikta or Ikta. Okay, and the holding of that area was called the officer or the civil officers or the military officer of the Islamic State used to be called an Iqtidar. So now in the Indian context and the other, whosoever made the conquest on the new lands, so that area used to be given to that commanders, and he or he used to now manage the administration of that area or entire taxation system of that area. And a certain part now he used to the send the central authority and the rest of the from the rest of the income of from the Ikta land. Now he used to maintain his horses and his horse riders and the arms, ammunition and the weapons. Understand? And uh, whenever the king sultans needed the army or in the battlefield, he used to summon them to come at the battlefield. Understand? And they used to support the sultans with their maintained army, whatever they had maintained from their Ikta land. Understand? From their Ikta areas income. So these now used to go to the help the sultan in the battlefield. So this kind of the Ikta system now erode the agriculture, and these lands began to be the assigned before the cash was given to the commanders, military commanders and officers. Now land began to be the granted. Understand? To the land or the area, vast area began to be the granted to these officials, or these lands began to be the called as the Ikta. Understand? Or holders began to be the called as the Iqtidars. Understand? So now this Ikta system, in the Ikta system, the officials now used to get. Understand? They got the income. They got the income and income for the maintenance of their armies or their horse riders. Understand? Horse riders and the army and the weapons. Okay, this process began. Next thing is that now students, we have to be the next further things. Agriculture prosperity now went hands in the hands with the political stability. On the one hand, this Islamic State got the success in maintaining of the they maintain maintaining of the they maintain the system of maintain the peace and tranquility, we can say. And then after the maintaining the prosperity and the peace, and as well as the income also enhanced under these conditions, because they had established the political system stability in many areas, especially in the Nile Valley area. If you see the Nile River map, if you are sitting with the map, you must see Nile Valley, Nile area. Okay, point there. In the Nile area valley, state supported the irrigation system. In the Nile Valley area, state supported the irrigation system for the raising the protection and the construction of the dams and canals on the larger scale, and as well as the digging of wells, often equipped the overwhelms of the Noria. Digging of the wells were dug out. Why? For the irrigation purposes. Understand? And the canals and the dams were also got constructed, and moreover constructed, and all of which were crucial for the good harvesting. And these dams, canal system, construction of the canal, dam and the dams and the Noria wells, this system were the now very positive for the raising the good harvesting. Islamic law gave tax concession to the people who brought the land under the cultivation. One thing is that there, according to the Islamic injunctions or the Islamic law, now whosoever brought the uncultivated lands, barren land under the cultivation, Understand? Under the cultivation. So now here the concession was given to that person, that Kishan and the farmer, through the peasants initiatives and the state support, cultivable lands expanded and the productivity with the state efforts of the state and as well as the effort by the efforts of the peasants. Understand? Peasants or the cultivators, the state arable lands was expanded, and this now no doubt enhanced the productivity swelled, and as the productivity swelled, understand, now the state incomes now raised or went high, and became the very good income, or even in the absence of the major technological changes, or they, although those days there were no major technological changes, understand, but even then the state had a very good income from the agriculture system, understand. And moreover, many new crops were introduced during those years during the Islamic state. Many new crops introduced. First, the oranges, bananas, fruits, and the watermelon, spinach, or the brinjal, or were grown, and even now these Arab state started the exporting these in the European country. Understand? They started the exporting to these the European country. Understand? So now students, we see that how the agriculture. I suppose that you would have understand the agriculture system which the Arab states or Islamic states now set up in their territories, conquest territories. Now I suppose that time is now up. The next we shall continue this on this topic, the urbanization and the commerce and trade. Understand? The agriculture. I suppose that agriculture you have studied, you have understand well. Okay, what kind of the agriculture, what kind of the how the taxation was, what the proportion of the taxation, what kinds of the lands were. Understand? And what are the states initiations, the states behaviors. Understand? So this agriculture system we studied. Next we shall see about the urbanization. Next topic in the next class. Then after the commerce. Thank you very much for okay.